Por fin apareciste, malnacido.
Hello, 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 buenas noches. Ay, bueno. Ya después de acabar el DLC de los dientes de Naros, vamos a darle al DLC de la leyenda de Kel el Muerto. Y se coge aquí en la ciudad de en la taberna esta. Hay que hablar con este tío. Contigo, oye, contigo. Comodoro Garry. He venido a hablar del trabajo.
We of the Alpha Merchant Navy wish to hire a representative to track and kill the notorious pirate Dead Kell and his crew of murderous hanged men. They had many names for him.
¿Quién es Kel el Muerto?
Ghost of the Frostbreak, the Blood Red Sail. Every captain and swab on the Frostbreak Sea feared for their lives when Kell raised his flag. Many widows were made in those days, my friend. Of course, that was centuries ago, before he was killed.
A ver, ¿Kel el Muerto murió?
Oh yes, the Alpha Navy put an end to Dead Kell generations ago. They tracked him to his island hideaway and turned his ship to tinder. There were no survivors. Now you understand our predicament.
¿Qué ha hecho?
Our shipping and transport lanes are a gauntlet. Dead Kell preys on our ships like scabs feast on the dying. We are helpless against him. We're losing 1 in 5 vessels departing from Rathir. Good sailors gone. Vital supplies sent to the depths. This must end now.
Lo haré.
Will, truly? I must admit I did not anticipate this development. Here is your payment. It is made in good faith. Once you've made your preparations, report to Captain Rast Bratigan in the Keys. She will be your escort. Rast is a good and loyal companion and a competent sailor, despite what they say. May Lyria protect you, and may her breath ever be at your back. Good luck.
Good luck.
Trust Rast.
Squelch maze is just too expensive.
Vamos a atracaderos.
That garden over there.
Atracaderos. Atracaderos. Venga, señora.
Don't bother me. I'm waiting for a passenger. Some suicidal idiot. Can't be
Yo
caught
soy el
chatting.
idiota suicida.
I want to make a good impression.
Soy tu pasajero.
I captain my... From that day forward, I spent my life in the water. He and his hangmen go where they play. Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, unless I crash there, of course. Well, tie me up and drag me under. So you're the one the Navy's hooked into finding Gallows End and killing Dead Kel. It's
Dead
suicide.
Kel.
Really? Ask the others. Oh wait, you can't. But don't worry about them. Like my mother said, don't weep for the fallen. Even if they could hear you, they wouldn't care.
¿Qué
He's
otros?
the worst of the worst.
Ah, no.
A villain who truly enjoys the pain he inflicts. He's a slippery one, though. Not even death can catch Dead Kel. I'd love to be the one to bring him in. Maybe then I'd finally get some respect. You know, the other applicants. Dead. All of them. All of the ones they found, that is. Plenty of others just vanished. One poor fellow was found cut into teeny tiny pieces. They needed a bucket to pull all of him from the surf. But don't you worry, we'll have a fine voyage. It is the
Lord.
mysterious island fortress of Dead Kel and his crew. Why? Do you know how to get there? Because I have no idea. I was hoping to figure it out as we go, but I'm starting to wonder if that's a good idea. Flattery will get you nowhere, unless I've had too much to drink. Then I'm afraid to say it'll get you all sorts of strange places. I shall not elaborate. Tari and I are ready when you are. He's the fine first mate on the ground next to me. Words aren't his strength, although I'd be pressed to say what is exactly. I found him after I was forced to maroon my last first mate on a desert island. That man became obsessed with me, probably because we had sex. A lot.
Hola. Mucho sexo. Hostia, esta tía.
Only what you want with you in case of an emergency. There aren't many merchants where we're headed. Seeing as I don't believe in navigation, I'd have to say no. Not at the moment. Not to worry. Once you've wrecked enough ships, you get the hang of it. If you're ready to depart, my vessel awaits. You'll find her both swift and seaworthy. Just don't go down into the hold. There's a leak down there. It's big. I'm predicting an uneventful voyage. We might even get bored. Off we go then. Trust no one. Except me, of course.
Lo, hear the tale of the pirate king who cut a blood-red wake from dark Rathir to Frostspring Sea, and Dead Kel was his name. With hanged men crew and bone-white flag, he sailed from Gallows End. solace for a sailor true when Dead Kell's ship came in.
Deck Cal. Ala, el barco está destrozado.
Wow! I did not foresee such a horrendous disaster. Too bad. Are you well? Everything in its right place? Most of the others were killed. It wasn't quick. I heard their cries in the fog, but I couldn't do a thing.
¿Qué ha ocurrido?
Dead Kell! One moment there was nothing but open sea before us, and the next there he was. It didn't take much to sink the Calamity. That poor ship was asking for mercy, and Dead Kell granted her wish.
¿Dónde estamos?
Welcome to Gallows End, my friend. At least I think that's where we ended up. I hope you like surprises. No one is sorrier than I am. Those men and women were my family. Travelling as I do, there aren't many opportunities for closeness. I found that on the Calamity. Found it and lost it. Good thing Tari is still with me. Well, mostly. Not sure exactly, but he's bleeding like a gutted fish. We're going to need to reach shore if we want to fetch help. We'll have to come back for him. I wish there was another way. Gone, Lyria, bless her. Like Mother always said, never love anything, because all things end up dead. A wise woman, my mother. And very, very sad. The hull drifted off into an eastern cove, where it sank away completely. Only bubbles remain.
Only bubbles remain.
And a more capable team I can't imagine. It appears our best path to the mainland is through a nearby cavern, but it seems to be flooded and blocked by debris. I do carry some old cobalt explosives in my pack, but I've never used one before. Well, not successfully. Let's go!
A ver dónde estamos. Al norte. Al norte de Pluricon.
I'm lost.
Ahora ya está todo esto quitado. Cueva inundada. Rata gigante. Adiós, ratitas. Ah, verdad que este mata a los cangrejos y a todo. Es un cabrón. Es un cabrón. Se carga todo lo que ve. El fae corta. Es la hora, es la hora. Es la hora de chingar. ¡Hostia! ¡Puta! Avísame de los explosivos. Chinga, 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 chinga. Chinga, chinga, pum, param. No, por aquí no. Letanía de Dinadón. ¿Para qué quiero yo más letanías, coño? Si no me da nada de poder, no me sirven de nada las letanías esas. Un rapiñador, este monstruo es nuevo. Gema de nunca. Vamos, vamos, vamos ya. Sí, sí, sí. Vamos, vamos ya. Ay, ya estaba a poner exclusivo, ¿no? ¡Huir! Que la loca explota todo. Toma ya. A ver qué hay aquí. Antiguo Leanche. Dios Leanche, antigua. Estaba comiéndose los cangrejos, la Leanche. O protegiéndolos. Hola Ebrard, buenas noches, ¿qué tal estás? ¿Cómo vas? ¿Qué te queda para acabar tus logros del Tenten Swarm? Me siguen quedando 20 trofeos. Oh, Dios mío, qué barbaridad. Son muchos trofeos todavía. Si a ti te quedan 20, a mí me quedarán 80 o 100. A ver, a ambos lados hay un cofre. Pero hoy la verdad le ha sacado mucho provecho jugando con Aleja. Habrá sacado algunos logros o sinergias al menos. Y él también. Y es que no pude seguir mucho el directo porque como estaba en el tren, se caía, se cortaba cada rato. No pude seguirlo mucho. Y luego cuando llegué a Palma tuve que esperar un montón porque no, al parecer hoy hubo manifestación o algo y no había mucho autobús. Tuve que esperar más de 15 minutos el autobús. 15 o 20 minutos, no sé. Tuve que esperar mucho. Y encima como todavía siguen arreglando el ascensor de casa, pues son 11 pisos que tengo que subir. Y ya esos son... ya llevo 2 semanas así. Y vamos para una tercera semana. Vamos para una tercera semana sin ascensor. Así que ya te podrás imaginar.
Jabbering jellyfish! I'm out of explosives! And we're so close. I can hear the waves on the sand. One of us is going to need to find some way to get us through this wall. And by someone, I mean you. You see, I don't swim. Or did I fail to mention that? No time
Eres
to
una
draw.
inútil, tía.
Smell that? Fresh air. We're close. It's time.
Fresh air. Everard, he sido invitado una vez más al evento este de Pokémon como el año pasado, como hubo la Chibi-Cac, solo que en este año se llama la Egg-Cac. pesca está... Todavía no entiendo bien de qué va. Sé que hay muchos huevos. No sé cómo va el evento. Todavía no han soltado más información. Solo han sacado el tráiler. De momento solo han sacado el tráiler. Y una vez más se desarrollará en Hoenn. Pero esta vez no será el de GBA, sino el de 3DS. Yo participaré, pero solo haré el loque. No, no haré el torneo. Paso del torneo. Solo haré el Nuzlocke. A ver qué tal, de qué va. Ahora con la capitana. Venga, chica, hablemos.
Amazing! We survived! I didn't want to say anything in the cavern, but I was betting against
Hoy va
us.
bien el stream, no hay
In the
tirones,
words of my
Everard.
dear departed mother, always prepare for the worst, for it'll probably happen. There looks to be a settlement on the beach. Come, let's see who's at home.
Audio y esto va
That
bien, ¿no?
village looks inviting. What
Yo
with
no
its
sé si
starving
tiene que ver
inhabitants
porque
and
hoy no
looming
estoy
gallows.
grabando.
Perhaps someone there can help us. Ready when you are.
Ah, la horca. Hemos llegado a la horca. A ver qué hay aquí. Tenemos una cueva por aquí. Estanques de la marea. Aquí hay un comerciante, por lo que veo. El Babron. Estamos esto y tenemos que recorrer todo esto. Está la mandíbula, el Puerto Negro, Cabo del Consuelo, Torre de Greyhall, algo así, Playa Hundida, Costa Norte y Anillo del no sé qué. Con el Amichurri la semana pasada empezamos a ver una serie que está guapa. Me gusta porque tiene intriga. Una serie francesa. Se llama Les Revenants. Ya nos hemos acabado de ver la primera temporada y hoy empezamos a ver, bueno, hoy nos hemos visto un capítulo de la segunda. Pero está interesante la serie. A ver quiénes son esta gente. Depósito de alma profunda. Cabo del Consuelo. Aquí ya veo la primera secundaria. Mira qué haces. Patrick Dower.
Look what the reef brought ashore this time. I am Patrick Dower. My friends call me Paddy, but I have few of those here in the village. I assume dear Alder's given you the welcome speech? Poor, foolish man. It's getting crowded down here, you know. Pity we can't move, some of us at least, up to the keep on the hill. Alder, what kind of god only protects you if you may have gathered. I don't know if he's real or not, but I know Alder's a fine fellow. Just ask him. If not all of them, of course.
Porque tengo que preguntarte los dos veces, tío.
It's real or not. That doesn't
¿Qué es la
make
torre de
thing of
Grey Hat?
beauty, isn't it? Nothing like the great city of Odessa, of course, but just as breathtaking. Please excuse my enthusiasm. I was an architect back in the world. If you want a nicer place to live, and you aren't afraid of spirits, I can help you get that keep. Interested? It's not haunted. Cursed, maybe, but not haunted. Gates locked, and it's crawling with those damn scabs. And something else inside that's loud as hell. Every so often, someone gets an idea to sneak in. Most don't get as far as the door, and those who do never come back. I've gotten as far as the top of the wall to have a peek inside. It wasn't easy, but I had a good enough look to know I'd better climb right back down and think of something else. Everything else, I know from the dream.
Qué sueño.
Last night, I dreamt of the keep as it once was, several stories tall and so beautiful, it made me cry. When I awoke, I was clutching this key in my hand. I don't put much stock in a Kara, but I do know a sign when I see one. There was more, but I can't recall it clearly. Perhaps it'll come back to me when we get inside. Will you come? Yes,
¿Nosotros?
I'm going with you. I'm not much good in a fight, but I can remember enough of what I saw in the dream to know where to go. So, you want to help me or not?
Venga.
Fantastic! Let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll be off. Come on, then. I'll lead the way, but stay close. Alder's God doesn't protect us outside Cape Solace. Goodbye.
Uy, esto es robar. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Estanque de la marea. ¿Cómo coño sabe esto? ¿Qué, ver? Si no hay para subir ni nada. Titiri, 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 titiri. A ver. Ahora vamos a pasar a la siguiente parte. La siguiente fase. Voy a ir primero a hablar con el mercader a vender cosas. A quitarme cosas encima. Ya que no hay una herrería ni nada.
The keep looms over the whole island, a relic of a lost age of divergent. Akara blesses us with another lost soul. Welcome, stranger. I am Alder Malloy, and you've arrived at Cape Solace just in time. Tell me, how have you come to find yourself upon our shore? Akara is the reason I am here. The reason all of us on this island are here. And maybe, my friend, it's why you are here as well. Akara is this island and everything upon it. It is a village established by those of us whose fates have brought us to Gallows End. Sailors and settlers, foreigners and families, but castaways all. We have made a life here on these beaches and in this village. Ah, so you're here for the oppressor, he who was cast down. You're not the first to arrive on these shores in search of him. You will not be the last. But Akara's magic protects us here in Cape Solace. We are safe from Dead Kell's deathless touch. The same cannot be said for those who venture past the boundaries of the village, near the keep and the surrounding forest. Why, it is but that some in the village, like Paddy, are intrigued by the keep's dead Kell. Akara protects the faithful. We are protected in this spot alone. Then you will fit in well. For keeping the village strong is truly a group undertaking. We get by with Akara's blessing and providence, of course. You may stay with us for as long as you wish. But might I suggest that you find a way to make yourself useful? We all must do our part. We here in Cape Solace worship. I met Bridget, another castaway. The fallen sun stalks the forest. Who will you be when you leave Gallows End? Ever since he arrived, Paddy has had a covet. She means well, but like all children, I prefer the rolling tides of the Frostbreak to any worst of them all is the Whispering Witch.
Well, what do you think?
Greetings. We prepare the way for the new scion. The offering will take place soon. We prepare the way for the new scion. The offering will take place soon.
¿Quién es el...?
Hello there, Castaway. Anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Without his gift of endless... It was not easy. Especially... I have... Scary? Bah! Not in the slightest.
Estaré un poco off,
Only
estoy cansado.
cowards know
Domingo
about
noche y
light
mañana
tale
a
that doesn't belong to
empezar
them.
de nuevo.
You're scary.
Vale, Everard, tranquilo, gracias por pasarte. Que
It's a
descanses.
place left to the ages. Ah, Paddy wishes only to serve in the highest company. The rest of us, guess this. I don't have this problem.
A ver qué vendes. Consumibles, no me interesa nada de consumibles ahora mismo. Nada. Vamos a venderte toda la mierda que tengo.
I'll see you around.
The keep looms over the whole island.
I don't know about you, but all of this talk about Akara is unsettling. I'm going to ask around about ways to get off the island, since I'm almost certain we're not going to want to stay. We'll have to secure another vessel, but from the looks of the village, they don't often venture past the reef. In the meantime, I'll ask you to scour the beaches for survivors of our wreck. I fear that we may be all that's left of the calamity. Such a possibility has left me agitated. I try not to worry. Anxiety doesn't agree. I throw up. I did not see my bosun Thora. Mark my words. If even one of them survives, I will... I'll have dead Kel's head if it's the last... Don't let your guard down.
Greetings.
Tengo que ir a la playa un día. Otra secundaria por aquí.
You must be one of... We did. For the scab infestation. I have never trust a man who lets his... Oh, I have my own gods, thank... Gravehall is cursed. I awoke a week later, here on gallows... According to legend, the hanged men are... The Diverger are a stern and superstitious... They say he's been killed before, but that the flames of the... So many in the village. Several months ago, my husband and I started a garden on Storm Point. It has saved our lives. Thanks to this secret spot, we've been able to fill the village stores to brimming. Now, however, scavs seem to have taken a keen interest in Storm Point as well. They wish not to fill their stores, but their bellies instead.
¿Qué es un repeñador? Por si ya hemos
Scavs
enfrentado
are
a uno.
not native to the Frostbreak Sea. They come from the south, infesting ships and living off the cargo, and often the crew. They've made quite a home here on Gallows End, nesting in large broods, deep and damp old fastings left behind by the Diverger.
Te ayudaré.
If your goal is to ingratiate yourself to the inhabitants of this island, you've chosen the right path. You have my thanks, and the thanks of those who wish to eat. Come, we will take you to Storm Point. It's not far, just past the boundaries of Cape Solace and Gravehall Keep. Follow me.
We're close.
Vamos a registrar la torre de Greyhound primero. Mira, hay una piedra por aquí. Por aquí la primera piedra de la horca.
Lo,
Bueno,
we see
piedra
a
de
good king
Greyhound.
shipborne and stout, from fasting waked and white wind whispered. He was Ulfston chief, father of foundlings, boasted and beloved. With bitter mandate,
Está
they laid
registrada
him
la
upon
torre
a
de Greyhound.
serpent steed. Kin kissed the brow and wept tears into the flames, until mournful billow and scarlet banner bore him north. Treasures heavy upon his heart. The great blaze bloomed, jewel bright and wild, a dark night lit by kingly fire.
¡Ay, cabrón! Puto oso. Ah, puto oso. Menudo zarpazos me dio. Y ahora vienen lobos. Tengo que ir a la costa esa. Aquí ves. La playa hundida. Tengo que ir allí. Un Golfo Bogart. Madre mía. Playa hundida. Un capitán Faegorta. A ver, estoy cargando a todos los pobres cangrejos. Dios. A ver. Estaba que era así. Me he colado, pero bueno. Terminar de explorar de este lado. Marinero fue corta. antigua Leanse. Leanas. Cabrones, ¿por qué no habéis creído vosotros? Pedazos inútiles. Uy, ¿qué ha salido aquí? Un crudo. ¿Dónde vas tú, crudo? Que eres inútil. Depósito de Cliff Creek. La nasce. Ha caído mi fire. Un altar aquí. Furia de Breaker. tenéis tantas ganas de morir? Básicamente he quitado todo. Todo lo que eran cofres y tal, lo he quitado.
So, I'm not the only one who walked out of that mess. I figured you for a sturdy one, but surviving that wreck, that's fate. We shouldn't waste a moment. My wife, my Asa, she still lives, but they took her. I've never seen anything like it. Scavengers. They look like fair Gorta, but not like any I've ever seen.
¿Hay más supervivientes?
No, it was just us. Asmir, Kelly, Free, Edric, Udin. They're all gone. All dead. They were good people. Proud. Not the bedraggled bunch many mistook them for. It's a shame.
La traeré de vuelta. Encuentra a otra persona.
Thank you. I won't forget this, truly. I will make way inland. If there are others on this island, I will find them and I will send them. My heart goes with you. Get her back.
Mira, tengo que ir ahí al sitio este que descubrí. Ah, tú eres un herrero. Venga, repárame mis cosas.
I'm no good
Ya
to
que
you as a fight. I saw
ya
a
tengo,
keep overlooking
que tengo
the
mucho
beach.
dinero, repárame las
Perhaps it's
cosas.
she was taken into that waterlogged. If dead Kel. His name, frankly, I can't believe. I'm not a sailor.
Joder, todo 238.000. Anda que sale todo bien caro.
By nature, hate the water. There's not much time.
No es tan grande esta isla, como parece. Quedan 3-4 zonas así por explorar. El castillo este que es de secundaria y alguna otra cosa que hay por ahí de secundaria. Yo creo que este DLC va a ser más corto que el anterior. Deja los cangrejos, tío, coño.
Sailor, are you? Sailors pitch when they walk dry ground, list like drunkards at a wake. No, you're not one of them. So who are you?
¿Quién
My name
eres?
is Nina Malloy. You met my father Alder back in the village. He wouldn't be pleased to find me here. Of course, very little pleases my father. I've walked this island since I was no bigger than a boggart, but I'm still prohibited from venturing past the village on my own. I can take care of myself. I did. I don't know you, so I don't trust you. You're a stranger here like all the others that wash up on our beaches. Better off having drowned. Don't be fooled by my father's elation. His devotion to Akara has blinded him, and it's weakened us all. We're prisoners on Gallows End by choice. Every time we make the offering, we surrender what little freedom we still possess. We can leave whenever we wish. It wouldn't matter. My destiny is my own. We sat as the offering bad. We can leave my destiny is my own. It takes dirt. We follow her guidance, whether we wish to or not. Yes, so I gathered. The scabs aren't partial to intruders, especially ones they can eat. I'll join you if you don't mind. I know these tunnels better than anyone. Lead on. I'll watch your back. I'll tell you. Freedom. I wouldn't let it keep you from slumber. I was between a Kara, dead Kel, and my I don't know why my father put up with it. Till I escape this place, I'll never be anything more than that. Just rather not discuss it anymore. There's stuff to tell in these old tunnels, but if you'll take the lead.
Ya. Sí que aquí estaba esto. La forja del herrero. Oye, oye, pero ¿y vosotros qué hacéis? ¿Que no me defendéis? Estoy con los rapiñadores. Son rápidos.
Let's go.
Tú calla, niña, no me estés dando órdenes. También es arquera ella.
I've been all over this accursed island.
Quita, que no quiero hablar contigo, quiere rapiñadores. Otra piedra.
Cycle the first, the Arathi.
Piedra de la horca.
Greetings, dear Netta. If I view this record as a personal correspondence, it makes the distance bearable, keeps the fear at bay. You know how expeditionary travel vexes me. I shall begin. I was not certain what to expect following my disembarkation upon this grim isle. After initial investigation, there appears to be a significant Arathi presence, one that predates any other signs of organized life on the island. It is a curious thing. Why would such beings descend to this wounded realm? Whatever beckoned to them, its call must have been incredibly powerful. More research is needed. Be well, dear Netta. I miss you.
Are you ready?
Encuentra que era el muerto.
You've come. They came as soon as the hull went under. The cargo, the survivors, the sails, everything stripped like flesh from a bone. I didn't think I'd live to see the morning. Not with dead Kel here. I've sailed
Es un
with Captain
curandera
Malcolm
esta.
since the beginning. After the wreck, we floated in the open. I never believed in him. Everyone has heard about this place. I'm going to see if there's anyone else on this island. There are too many structures for it to be deserted. Don't be foolish.
¿A qué hay muerto aquí? ¿Este que era el muerto? Ahí está que era el muerto.
And what is this? Tell me, stranger, what brings you down these dank passages? Salvage? Riches? The allure of a most magnificent death? Hmm? If you must die, it should be at the hands of a monster like me. My victims are almost as infamous as I am.
¿Cómo es que estás vivo?
Touched the hand of death and been chosen. So it is with all great men. We transcend mortality. But you wouldn't know of such things, would you? Death will not have me, not until I am satisfied. And I am not satisfied. Oh no, I still hunger. Sinking your ship was only the start. Now it must be stripped to its bones, picked apart piece by glorious piece. Everyone's scavengers. It is how we survive. Killing the crew, well, that was for pleasure. Forgive me if I like to treat myself every once in a while. Will I? The Alpha Navy tried to stop me once. They sought to stretch my neck. Yet who do you think ended up dangling from the gallows? Don't make the same mistake they did. Don't come to my home and call for my head. It's foolish, and worse, disrespectful. I will forgive you this once, but that is all. Now leave Gallows End.
Dead Kel, stranger. Find a ship, find a captain, then sail far, far away from Gallows End. I'll see that your friend gets to the village. After that, I'm going to do some exploring. There was another crash not soon after yours. A ship that ran aground up north. I was planning to follow the survivors inland, but there also might be something of value in their wreckage. I wouldn't call him a close relation, but I've seen him from time to time. He doesn't show his ghastly face around Cape Solace that often. I guess even he's got an interest in good salvage. I wouldn't call him a close relation, but I've seen him from time to time. He doesn't show his ghastly face around Cape Solace that often. I can't be sure of what happened until I see for myself. But it was a large ship, A merchant galley, or perhaps even an old naval vessel. It was big, though, and it rode low in the water, loaded down with cargo, or with men, or with both. I can't be sure of what happened until I see from... It was big, though, and it rode low in the water, loaded down... That's a good idea. Won't want to miss anything that could be of use back at the village, so I'm gonna be stuck there for the rest of my life. Thanks. Maybe you're not as thick as I first thought. I'll see you back at Cape Solace. Bye.
Claro, ya está, todo está explorado. Hay un atajo. Se ha creado un atajo. Parece un barco, me suena mucho. ¡Turum! Ahora, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Ya están los dos ahí. El herrero y la curandera.
Look at you! I could just gobble you up, but it's in my contract with the Navy that I do no such thing. You found the Ardings alive and well, if not a bit soggy. Well done. I had a feeling you'd be full of surprises. I've been here searching for a means of escape, but everyone is so preoccupied with their precious scion that they hardly give me a glance. No, they didn't. Older believed he passed not long after we left him, and that he was swept out to sea. He was a good first mate, Tari. I'll miss the silent little scallywag. We did try to save him, but the winds of fortune don't always blow in our favour. She's the one they're handing over to their god, their precious Akara. They hold a splendid ceremony and surrender her as a vessel. Then the rest of her life is spent in intimate meditation with the spirit. Sounds dreadful. You met him, did you? Tell me, what did the villain have to say for himself? Did he have the hangmen with him? Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, the Baronet? Big nasty brute. He kills with his bare hands if he can, but he'll settle she's gross. He's a as Mother always said, manners will get you everywhere, and I mean true. And I think I know how. Aldous spoke of an old castaway, a man named Key, who has been on this island longer than anyone. Perhaps he's lived long enough to know our pirate friend. If nothing else, it's a good place to start. Alder will know. I'm not counting on it. Hurry back.
Sorry about your friend, Tari. His loss was unfortunate. But in my time, I've learned that everything occurs according to we in the village are preparing for the offering ceremony to receive our new scion. Only then will you truly understand. Captain Bratigan explained that you plan to bring dead Kell to justice. I understand your reasons, but the quest is folly. Still, I wish you success. So I will point you in the direction of a man named Key. He is the oldest castaway on Gallows End. He will have answers. Before you speak with him, I must ask you a favor. Your journey will take you past Soul Deep fasting, where my wife Bridget prepares for the offering. Take her this amulet. She will want it. All scions wear it during the ceremony. It is just down the beach to...
Depósito de alma profunda. Ah. Pues este que tengo ya registrado. Puedo ir por aquí para llegar aquí o puedo ir por aquí para llegar hasta aquí. Hay dos caminos.
You were right. I explored that wreck beneath the cliffs, and it resulted in some curious scuttle and a few worries. Look what I found in the hole. A blade fashioned from the claw of a beast. If I were to guess right, I'd say it's Niskaru. But I've never actually seen one.
Hoy he peleado contra
scout a bit
Niskaru.
closer and caught sight of another ship, one that's still intact, just offshore. If I were crazier, I'd steal it and make for open sea. But mostly I just want to go after their leader. If his people are here for blood, we'll know soon enough. It was stored in a crate among a host of other odd arcane cargo. Runes and books mostly. I've only heard tales of the Niskaru, but I know enough to fear them. Whoever was on that ship had a strong interest in such beasts. I was hoping you'd see things my way. The people in Cape Solace always lay their fates down at the feet of others, whether it's a Kara, dead Kell, or even my father. I will no longer stand by and do nothing. I will go and I will find the one behind this invasion. He will answer to me.
Sí que la conecté.
The Watchers. They don't look like much of a threat, but they'll melt the The mother deserved more.
Vamos a entrar aquí a otra mazmorra. Si es larga, corta. Okay. Podría decirse que es...
What is it you seek?
The new scion must not be disturbed. Her meditations are of great importance to the offering ceremony. Without the proper preparation, she won't withstand the power that comes with Akara's blessing. It will destroy her. He is the reason all of us on Gallo... The first scion resided here. Our gifts come from Akara. Many wish to be the scion. When the offering... It is beautiful. Soon, that name will mean nothing. She will be the scion, Akara's chosen one, and the vessel for his power. I will give her the amulet once she breaks from her meditation. You must leave now. That is not a suggestion.
¿Quieres morir, no?
That is not your concern. She is safe. Nothing will happen to the scion under the gaze of the Watchers. Farewell.
Tengo que hablar ahora con alguien llamado Atracadero. Vaya nombre le han puesto el pobre. ¿Dónde estás, Atracadero? Está de este lado. Bien. Voy a investigar nuevas zonas por aquí. Joder, ya me ha contagiado, maldito Bogart. Estos Bogart ya me han contagiado una enfermedad. Hijo de puta. Vamos que ya rescaté una curandera. Otra secundaria más por aquí.
Hello.
Ah, cheque.
Forgive my confusion, but I arrived on the island several months. Tricky business. Even now, I came out here for... My name is Aubrey, but that is all. Sea or stone, they will batter. The other villagers advised me to stay. I'm not sure how Well, it's not a whole map. Not really. More of a scrap of parchment. I found it among these debris. But why was I looking through them in the first place? A salvage? For tortoise eggs? Or maybe it's a map leading to buried treasure? What if you look closely at the corners of the... Please do, it's yours. What good is a map on an island with no boats? If I come upon any more, you're welcome to them. That is, if I remember who you are. Don't ask. My advice isn't exactly reliable. See you soon.
¿Una secundaria o es una tarea? destruirlo sí. Una vez que los coges, ya no sirven de nada. Campamento de Sefwin. Oh, Dios mío. ¿Cuánta exploración hay por aquí? Golfo Golf. Don't get too close, things go inside. This was Martin Monsas, no Martin Monsas. Otro oso. Aunque hay otro. Los hermanos osos. Oh, cabrón, con los pobres cangrejitos, tío. Otra secundaria. Bueno, otra misión. No puedo decir secundaria porque no sé si son secundarias o tareas. Depósito de Muckhole.
Listen to me. You have to listen. She's in
Conrad
there.
Crumber.
Angerard is in there, and she won't come out. We have to do something, please. I've met a lot of people in my time. I was only a boy then. Stupid. If those are not the qualities of the devil, the only reason the unthinkable. She made a bargain with the Pirate King himself. Dead Kell. For years, Angerard has yearned for her life back in Rathir. Her days were spent in silence, her nights in a pool of tears. But I never thought she would turn to him.
Una mujer
I tried to stop her, I did, but she won't listen to me. We've been friends for 3 years, but that means nothing to her now.
and legend says that Mudhold is where Dead Kell creates his fair Gorta crew with the help of a wizard. I'm not sure exactly. Nina Malloy has probably been there, but where hasn't she been on this rock? She's taken refuge underground, in the crumbling remains of Mudhold fasting. The things she is doing there, you can't imagine. Be careful. Angarad is a delicate creature, and something deep inside of her is shattered. She would not listen to reason, and that makes her dangerous. I don't know how to thank you. Be careful.
¿Dónde está? Un golem. Con el golem, que casi me revienta el desgraciado. Quería darme un abrazo. Ahora ya no puedo extraer nada, ¿o qué coño? Hay otro altar por aquí. Reserva de la EA. Yo creo que el... Mañana no creo, pero el martes creo que sí. Podemos acabar con este DLC. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Arriba. 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 Contigo.
Another one, eh? Well, the Carter just keeps drawing them in. Fish trapped in his widening net. What is it you want, Castaway? The simplest answer to your problems lies beyond those cliffs there. One swift drop, and then peace.
Hola. Oh, mira, un tejedor del destino es este.
Do not fall prey to the... But no good man will... The Scion is a Carter's great... It is every life given to a... I meant to remain here until my true purpose presented itself. Odd creatures, those watchers. Their fate binds us to its beaches. And don't... The pirate is the only one on Gallows End with it. Priest, eh? How is it that most pawns aren't even aware of the game? Every few years, Alder sends me a hopeless spirit, praying I can provide a Fate Weaver's wisdom. But I have no hope to give. I have nothing. Dead Kell has seen to that. Look around you. We are damned.
Cars. ¿Dónde está Kell el muerto?
Where is he? Everywhere, you fool. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Try to leave this island, Dead Kell is there. Try to hide in the fastings, Dead Kell is there. You're better off hiding from your own shadow. I was. You know of Fate Weavers, then? Know that we are a tragic brood destined for a life of isolation and disappointment. Why read the cards when you already know what they say? I will die on this island, as will you. Ha! Spoken like one who just crawled from the wreckage. You have no idea of the forces that conspire against us. Dead Kell is no mere man, no. He is touched by Akara. As long as his ship, Requiem, remains harbored here on Gallows End, none of us are free. Get me that ship, and perhaps I will tell you what you wish to know. Perhaps. It is said the Dead Kell is the only mortal to have ever laid eyes upon Akara, to have spoken with him as an equal. Not even the Scion has been so close. and she is linked to Akara through magic. Now you know why Dead Kel remains a threat long after he was supposedly killed by the Alpha. He is not a natural thing. His life is both blessing and curse. It is called the Requiem. Years ago, the vessel belonged to Dead Kel's lover, the Whispering Witch. But when his own flagship, the Stormbringer, was sunk off the coast, he needed a replacement. As far as I know, it is the only seaworthy ship on all of Gallows End. And what a prize it would be to possess. Then you will succeed where all others have failed. You will not secure the Requiem, because you will die long before you even lay eyes upon it. Fate cannot be changed. It's a tragedy, because I would have told you everything. Don't I stand? Her power is in her ability to stay between. Your destiny is yours.
A ver, ya me ha dado el sitio donde está el barco. ¿No tenía esto de aquí? Esto es de la misión de los foros, ¿no? Ah, lo de la torre de Grey. Vale. ¿Dónde está el barco? ¿Dónde está el barco? Está aquí. Entonces vamos a bajar de aquí. ¿Qué hace una llama aquí? Vaya, 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 vaya. No sé por dónde tengo que ir. Yo creo que tengo que ir por allí. Yo me he metido a estos sitios de aquí, yo no tengo que ir por aquí. Estoy cogiendo yo, tío. Tengo que ver aquí un punto de salto. Vale. Sí, sí, es por aquí. Sí, va bien. Estoy perfecto. Puto. Puto. Mi alma. Espejos de mi corazón.
So, you escaped the cove, did you? I assume
Daddy?
that Rast survived too. She's luckier than most, even if she's too daft to realise it. You're strong, perhaps even tough enough to help me steal the Requiem. I need someone with muscle to help me smash those gears. I was hoping to sneak into Dark Harbour and secure the Requiem. Once my mission is finished, I'll need a way to get back off this cursed island. But one cannot sail the ship without first opening the harbour wall, a vast mechanism of locks and gears. My injuries were not as serious as I made them appear. I followed you and Rast through the flooded cavern to the beach, and then made for the forest. It was the only way to avoid Cape Solace. I couldn't let them see me, not after what they did. Yes, I can talk. The Diverger didn't cut out my tongue. The murder of my family didn't shock me into silence. None of the stories are true. I hid my voice so as not to be suspected. Words betray more than their mere meanings. Blame the friends who betrayed me, the men who sold me into slavery. This world made me a liar. Deceit was a small boy's only weapon of survival. Save your judgment for dead cow. I had to lie. Rast is an innocent. She couldn't stomach what I have to do. My mission of revenge. The Scion has lived far too long with a stolen title, and justice has come. Simple. She killed my mother. Not with her own two hands, no, but with her treachery. They were close, Pima and my mum, like sisters. All that changed when the village chose their next scion. Not even friendship can weather the jealousy of power. Pima lied to Alda, and she had my mother marked as a thief and a harlot. This island was our whole lives, and suddenly we were no longer welcome. We were set out to sea alone, without food or water, at the mercy of the frostbreak. No, she never became the scion. She was chosen, but the honour lasted but a day. Those few hours were my mother's happiest. For once in her long, hard Scrabble life, she had been special. She died with a smile on her pretty face. I was adrift for weeks until the Diverger found me, and I was sold into slavery. Even then, so long ago, I knew I wouldn't be satisfied with anything but revenge. I've never killed anyone, no. It doesn't matter. She killed my mother. She betrayed us and left us to die under a torrid sun, and I will make her pay for it. Either help me or step aside. I've waited long enough, and I don't intend to wait another moment. No. I appreciate your offer, but this is personal. I must take her last breath with these hands. Otherwise, my mother can never truly rest in peace. Goodbye.
Bueno, ya he descubierto esto de aquí. Y yo lo voy a dejar aquí por hoy. Mañana a las 3 sigo en Granada. Estoy de puerta negra. Mañana seguiremos con el DLC de Kill el Muerto. Está muy interesante esta historia. Esta es la principal, ¿no? Es una facción, la de Torre de Greyhall. Hostia, no sabía que era una facción esto. Pues nada, esto ha sido todo por hoy. Hemos avanzado bien, tranquilamente. No ha habido ningún problema. Así que yo voy a lanzar una raízcita. Así que nada, hasta mañana. Nos vemos mañana como hace el DLC. Bye bye.